guys, today is Thursday. I hope everyone's day is off to an amazing start. Thanks so much for stopping in today, guys. All right, as you all can see, we are still here at the house. This is for you all our second full day. For us, it's been about a week since we've been back in the house fully, and we are so thankful. We're on the better end of what you all know was what we're calling a major flood here in our home. If you are new, well, hello, hi. My family and I, a few months back, experienced a flood here in the house where all 3 levels were affected. But we're on the better end of it, like I said, so thankful. What you're looking at right now is just like a brand new space. These floors are new, they're beautiful, and we are just so thankful. So in this video, we're going to be doing home stuff on this side of the house. We have Serve Pro. This is the team that handled the mitigation. They moved us out, and as you can see here, they are moving us back in. We have what we call our little breakfast area table, and this table came with 4 chairs. Unfortunately, those chairs did not make it through the flood. They were heavily damaged. We were so happy to have Pop Mason reach out, and we have partnered with them, guys, to bring you all this portion of today's video. I am a super fan of the history behind Pop Mason, in that it was founded, the company was, by 2 women. I mean, you can't beat that. I also love that Pop Mason blends modern European vibes with timeless designs to offer something fresh, and we are all about that over here. You know, simple style, but really packing a huge punch. I love too that Pop Mason brings us these beautiful designs. I love that Pop Mason strives to provide beautiful, stylish furniture pieces that everyone can afford without compromising on quality. That's always a great thing, right? We spend so much money on our homes, and we want to be able to include those stylish pieces in our decor, but we don't necessarily want to have to spend a fortune, not every time, on those furniture pieces. And then so when we do get those pieces at an affordable price, we don't want them, let's say, to break after a couple of weeks or so. We want the quality to still be there. And that's what I love about Pop Mason. The pieces are affordable without compromising on quality, and that's always a great thing. And so what I want to do right now is make this kind of fun. Let's get you all involved in the process. So as you know, I am looking for chairs for our table in the breakfast area. I want you guys to kind of flip through this little, I'll call this a magazine, a Pop Mason magazine. Which chairs do you all think that I chose? Which chairs, right? They have an array of chairs to choose from, just varying styles, all stylish, and like I mentioned, all very affordable. So you guys go ahead, take a look, drop down, leave a comment, let me know which chairs I chose. Which ones do you think I chose? And while you guys are busy on your guesses, I will get busy on this kitchen. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess over here, but I'm excited, believe it or not, because I get to use our brand new cafe dishwasher for the first time. I am super excited to use this. This will probably be the only day that I'm excited to use it, but I'll go ahead, get started on the dishes. I'll load everything up, tidy up a bit of the remainder of the kitchen, and then I'll come back and I'll let you guys know which chairs I chose, and we'll get started. I think I want to style up this area with you all. So we'll select our chairs, and then we will do a bit of styling for our little breakfast area. guys see how impeccably wrapped everything came? Not one scratch anywhere on the leg of this chair. All right, and so let's get into the assembly. Guys, you don't need a power tool to put these chairs together, but Eric, Mr. Fix-It over here, he just had to pull out his tool. Now, let's look at these guesses, right? If you chose the London upholstered solid wood full back dining chair, my friend, you were correct. Get into this beautiful chair, guys. These chairs are wrapped in premium luxurious textured fabric. I mean, the texture almost jumps off the screen. You have these solid beech wood legs and a warm walnut finish that I think will accompany the other wood finishes here in our home. The seats are deep and the cushions are just so plush. They're filled with this high density foam. Top of the video, I mentioned that I was going to kind of decorate this space with you guys, and I would love your input. So, question, would you all put a rug underneath the table? Eric and I are kind of going back and forth. He's of one mind, I am of another. Ultimately, we came together and decided to do a rug. We chose a round rug. Would you guys have, if you did decide to put a rug here, would you have chosen a round rug or would you have gone with a square or rectangular shape? Our thinking here is, or was, well, the adjacent room has a rectangular square shaped rug. So to kind of break up the monotony of it, we decided to go with the round. But you guys drop down, leave a comment, let me know which rug, if any, you all would have chosen. Have our table, we have our rug. Let's accessorize the tabletop. So I have this really large vessel that I want to put these little boxwoods in. And yeah, I think it's gonna make for a really nice centerpiece. Drop down, leave a comment, let me know if you stuff your vessels with trash bags or old boxing materials to kind of give your greenery, your picks and things like that some height. I do it all the time. Of course, you can use your, what is it, like your foam, what do you guys call it? Just, I know somebody knows what I'm talking about. That foam that the florists use. Is it called florist foam? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, right? So here I'm just using some old grocery bags to kind of give these little boxwood picks some height. And we're just gonna work all these in to this vessel. And I think it's going to make for a simple yet really striking centerpiece for this table. Absolutely loving the look of this centerpiece. I love the rug underneath the table. Everything has absolutely come together. And before I really pan out and give you guys the really big picture of how great this space looks with those London chairs, what do y'all think about this area right here? Would you put something there? Does it need a little something? Is it giving too much of a void? What would you guys do? I put a bench. And then I also feel that there's something right next to that end table, and in between the end table and the bench, I think we could use a planter. I do. What do y'all think? I think the planter in this black really, I don't know, it's tying the space together. So here again, I am going to use just some old trash bags and things like that. And I'm going to put this fruit tree in that really large black vase. Want to send a huge thank you out to Pop Mason for partnering with Eric and I to bring you all today's video. This space just looks amazing. It looks amazing. And so if you saw anything on the website that you liked and that you feel would look great in your home, I know you did. Well, before you head to the website and start clicking and shopping away, I have a code for you guys. Use the code TAN10, TAN and the number 10 to save 10% across the entire website. There's so many other items to choose from that will make your home not only feel stylish, but just inviting, especially as we move into the holidays. So drop down, click that link in the description box, and happy shopping. What a difference a day makes. Yesterday I felt perfectly fine. Today I have a sore throat and a bit of a cold. So we're just going to muscle through this, and apologies for any nasally sounds. But so we're finished over in the breakfast area, and so we're going to turn our attention now over to the kitchen. And so for this portion of the video, guys, we want to send a huge shout out and thank you to Smart Wings for once again partnering with Eric and I to bring you this particular portion of today's video. As we work to update spaces here in our home, again, after the flood, we're trying to, make a few changes for the better. We want to take this opportunity to switch out the blinds here in the kitchen. We love the fact that Smart Wings offers just a host of different shades. They offer roller shades, cellular shades, even dual shades. I really love the fact that these particular shades are custom, meaning you simply measure your windows, choose your colors, and it is as if someone actually came out to your home and selected the colors and measured the blinds for you. Measuring the dimensions of your window for that really custom fit for your shades is so simple. If I can do it, anyone can do it. You simply want to take that width and the height, and I love the fact that Smart Wings even offers the option of fractional inches, so thereby giving your shades a super custom fit. You're just going to follow the prompts and choose your valance, color, and shape, and punch all those numbers in, and before you know it, your new Smart Wing shades are at your doorstep. My Smart Wings shades always arrive beautifully packaged, safe, nothing broken. You guys know that we install Smart Wings down in the basement. They are working out just amazingly. They're just stunning down there. We've been getting so many compliments on the look of the basement, and so here again, everything just arrives beautifully packaged, not missing materials. They even give you batteries, guys, for the remote. So let's get into the shades. So downstairs in the basement, you guys know we chose the color black. This time I wanted to choose a color more in line with the aesthetics of what's going on here upstairs. So I have this really soft, almost linen-like khaki, and I cannot wait for you guys to see how these look installed. I love the fact too that if you have a large home or if you're installing a lot of shades at once, Smart Wings puts the color and the room right on the shade and on the box. And just like that, guys, Eric has our old blinds out. He has popped in just effortlessly our Smart Wings smart shades, and just look at the look. I love this seamless finish of the Smart Wings shades here in the kitchen. And because I used my own measurements, they stop at the desired length that I want them to stop, and then they raise up, as you can see here, just really seamlessly. And now we turn our attention to Eric's office. The Smart Wings smart shades look so great in the basement, so great in the kitchen. Eric had to jump in on the fun.
All right, guys, so we are here in my office. What am I doing in my office? Well, we're moving back in after the flood. Is the move-in process easy? Absolutely not. It is tiring. However, What is not tiring are installing these Smart Wings shades. Now, as we've talked about, as we move back in, we don't just want to move back in with all of our quote unquote old stuff, right? Now look, some of our old stuff was great, but we want to freshen up a little bit. So as you can see here, I've already started to install the Smart Wings here in my office, right? These are light filtering Smart Wings here on the left. Brand new, just put them up. Look at the juxtaposition between the Smart Wings on the left and kind of the old school blinds on the right. The Smart Wings are a much more modern, kind of classic look. Now, when I installed these, all I had to do was pop in those two white metal brackets you see right there. You basically just screw those into the top of your windowsill, and then the Smart Wings pop right onto those brackets. There is no wiring, there is no external battery. You basically charge these the same way you would your phone, right? And they charge in place. They give you a really long charging cable that'll reach down to your outlet. But here's the great thing too. They come from the factory fully charged. They come with the remote with batteries. So you really just pop them into place, throw the batteries in the remote, and they're ready to go. It literally took me about 5 minutes to install these. It actually took longer to take the old blinds out than it did to put the new Smart Wings in.
So guys, be sure to check out the description box for a special link. And if there's a code, I will list that down below as well in the description box. Guys, we are really becoming the Smart Wings Shades household. Here's a sneak peek of the pantry. I'll be doing a quick little pantry makeover here in a second, but we even install the Smart Wings Smart Shades in our pantry. So again, really appreciate Smart Wings for once again partnering with Eric and I to bring you all this portion of the video. Be sure to check out that description box for a special link and code. So I'm continuing to kind of wipe down the surfaces. You guys saw that I did the dishes and whatnot. There's just so much dust just still here in the house after all of the construction. We've had the cleaners come, but there's just still some lingering dust. But anyway, I want to share here, guys, my new LG Studio cooktop. You know you are really doing some big time home ownershiping and adulting when you can appreciate a really good appliance. And this was a new addition to the kitchen. We are in the process right now of updating all of our appliances, and this is one of the ones that we updated, and I absolutely love it. On camera, it's coming off more of a silver or platinum, but it is actually like a snow white. I think that's what they're calling it. Either way, I love it. I've only used it twice, really. No big meals on it just yet. We've just honestly haven't had the time. But the couple of 2-3 times that I've used it, I've just been kind of blown away by a lot of the features. You guys see once the burner is turned on, the knobs themselves light up. So I absolutely love it. And really soon, we are going to get back to being a shoeless household. But right now, because of all the walking and carrying things up and down the stairs, it's a lot on our feet. So we really need on some really good supportive shoes. But no worries, we're getting it down to the wire where we can put these sneakers up and put on our house slippers. So I mentioned earlier that we're currently working on replacing the major appliances in our kitchen. We are waiting on our hood to come in. That goes over the range. It's been delayed and delayed and delayed. I can't stand it, but it's on the way. I want to say I've shared with you all our refrigerator. I like to call it a piece of furniture because it is so amazing. Yes, we need to go to the grocery store. We just have right now, I think we're living on V8s and eggs. And of course, Eric has to have his sodas. And these are my items for my coffee. You guys will have to drop down, leave a comment, let me know. Do you guys drink oat milk? I absolutely love it. Eric and Chase think it's too thin, but I love it in my cereal when I do have cereal on occasion. I just love it in my coffee. And I even put a little bit of the Oatly creamer in my tea. But yeah, anyway, loving the refrigerator. It's just, like I said, it's a piece of furniture. I feel that when you open it up, it's like a work of art. And I'm just sharing with you my avocado toast. I made it for my breakfast on this particular day, but then, you know, my throat wasn't feeling so well, so I didn't get a chance to eat it. But anyway, loving the refrigerator. These V8 energy drinks come in clutch, especially with us doing all this moving and unpacking and stuff like that around the house. These are really good when you don't have time to make coffee. This cafe refrigerator has so much storage. Every time I open the freezer portion right there, which you see is empty, I find another hidden drawer. And I just absolutely love it. I don't know if we're going to be using the refrigerator in the basement all that often now because we have this one. And yes, I still have little stickers that I need to pull off the refrigerator. I mentioned that we need to go to the grocery store, but somehow Eric has managed to have just tons and tons and tons of White Castle burgers in here. Let me know if you've ever tried this variety. This is the jalapeno cheese or something like that. I can't eat these without feeling nauseous. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's like soybean or what. But anyway, we need to go to the grocery store and fill up this refrigerator so that I can really see how it looks. But if you guys are in the market for just new appliances, I highly recommend the Cafe brand of appliances. I really, really enjoy these. So this is the state of the pantry. All of the furniture that I had in the pantry, my little buffet tables and cabinets and things like that, those were moved out during the flood. And so, yeah, this is the state of it. But we are going to get it together. I wanted to kind of give you a before of everything and share with you how, you know, the process goes along and of course the after. Battery dies, I wanted to stop just for a second, catch my breath, break up some of this pantry work. For me, the pantry is my least favorite area to kind of organize and I don't know, decorate, because there's just so much going on. Quite a few of you have suggested that we get rid of the wire shelving in here. That's not gonna happen, niece. That is not going to happen. What I am going to do is share with you all how I like to make the wire racks look a little bit more pleasing, because I know I'm not the only one with racks in their pantry. So we're just gonna work with it, right? So what I like to do is kind of break up some of the wire shelving in there with these baskets. These right here are new and they are all from Home Goods. As you can see, different sizes. This actually isn't a basket, obviously. It's like a little, I don't know, like a little bread bowl or something like that. I picked that up and I have a larger one here in the pantry that I've kind of already placed up here. Not sure if it's going to stay, but just want to try it out. So just want to try it out up there. I have some more baskets over here, all from Home Goods. Now here's my question. This one is $6.99. You guys see the size on that one? This one is $6.99 also. Make it make sense. How are they the same price? I saw these cute little mixing bowls in there, so I couldn't pass those up. Just really cute. I found this cute little spoon rest. This is a cutting board or bread board. This was $16.99. This cute little basket was $5.99. I think that'll be great for, you know, those little ranch packets, those little onion packets, things like that, little taco seasoning packets. So pick that up. I felt this would be great to add a little bit more height to some of the shelving in there. I felt that these would be nice. And this one right here was $14.99. Again, I think it'll be great to add, you know, some height to the shelves over in there. I love this one right here. Right, so this one is going to give the illusion of there not being wire shelving. At least that's what I think initially, but we'll see how it works out. But this one was $39.99. I felt that was a lot for this, so hopefully it'll look good. I do like that it's lined. And then this one right here, very similar to that one, just a little bit smaller. Let's see how much this one was. That one was $19.99. Yeah, I think that one's overpriced, but what can you do? This one I've already had. You can see here that I store my measuring cups and things like that. This one right here has some good old low sodium Spam in there. I have one over there. But yeah, that's how I am going to break up the unsightly look of the wire shelving. I just feel for me, you know, when you have a house, you have to pick and choose your battles. You have to decide where you're going to, you know, spend money, where you're going to, you know, be a little bit more budget conscious. And for me, the pantry is absolutely where I am choosing to be a little bit more budget conscious, because while I am in here every day, multiple times a day, there are doors on this pantry, and so when I have guests over or when I'm entertaining, those doors, that pantry rarely gets seen. And listen, I'm not saying that we have to do things in our house for other people. We absolutely want to do things in our home that, you know, things that are pleasing to us, things that, you know, make us feel happy, things that we feel, you know, really add value to the house. And for me, there are already shelves in here, so ripping those out and redoing all of that, I don't think it's really going to add a whole lot of value. However, what will add value, in my opinion, just in terms of how it makes me feel, right, my personal value for the kitchen, absolutely these new cafe appliances. So that's where I chose to spend the money. And so if you're like me and you're trying to be, you know, budget conscious in certain areas of the house, and you have the wire shelving in your pantry, and you are possibly looking for a way to make it not look so industrial, try the baskets, right? I have these really pretty natural colored baskets, but you know, I could have also just chosen to go with white or, you know, maybe black, you know, something like that. I think these right here fit more of my aesthetic, but you guys, if you have the wire shelving and like I said, you want to make it not look so harsh or industrial, try out the baskets and see if that gives your pantry, you know, a softer look. I know in here I have, you know, some artwork back there on the wall, and then, you know, not too long ago Eric actually hung these cabinets right here because there is a lot of, you know, unutilized space here in the pantry. I do understand that.